Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about different high frequency word activities. So for the activities that I have suggested and will be talking about in this video, you need several kinds of supplies. You need paper, preferably construction paper, scissors, a marker or pencil. Markers work better, but pencil would also work. And then index cards, or once again paper could work as well. So we're going to start with the activity called high frequency word hands that we do. So for high frequency word hands, what you'll do is you will start just by tracing a hand. So I'm going to trace a hand here on this paper with my marker that apparently looks kind of dead. Not great news, but we'll figure that out. So I have my hand. Then I'm going to cut it out. Kind of some generic stuff here. This is very good fine motor practice for kids. It helps them work on their cutting skills, which can be hard to cut in a straight line, hard to move around the curves of your fingers. So that is good practice, along with what we're going to be doing for the high frequency words with it. So we're going to cut out the hand. I have found that you can fit usually 2 kids' handprints onto one sheet of paper. So I generally, for kids, will cut the construction paper in half before giving it to them. That way they aren't wasting the construction paper by just putting one hand right in the middle of it and then cutting out and having a whole bunch left over. So I'm about done cutting this out. It takes kids sometimes a long time to cut it out, but it's also really good practice for cutting and for developing finger dexterity and hand strength. So it is a useful skill, even if it looks like a mess and can be very frustrating at times. So now I have my hand. So what I would do is I would take one of the high frequency words for the day. So say today's high frequency word was the. I would take my marker and I would write the right in the palm of the hand. So now I've practiced writing the. I can see it here to be able to read it. So now this can get posted anywhere you like. You could tape it on a door, you could tape it on a wall, you could have a whole high frequency word wall, and then as they're going by, they can give it a high five, or they can practice air writing it, they can trace the letters. All of the point of this is to have them be able to see the high frequency word, practice writing it, be able to see it, get used to seeing it and reading it all the time. Because these are words we see all the time and words that we have to read all the time. So it's really good practice if you then put it up somewhere, so that way they have to see it over and over and over again, and you can play a game. You could put them in different parts of the house, and you could, another activity once you've got a bunch of them up could be go find the, and they have to go find that one, or go find it. Whatever the high frequency words you're using are, it could be having to go find those words and then spell them or write them down. Any number of ways to do it, but a scavenger hunt is a fun way to do it, or just walking down the hallway, or every time they get up in the morning, they give it a high five. Or if you don't want them touching everything, for sanitary reasons, you could do an air high five. So either way, we have these up in the classroom. They are used to doing this, so they should know the process, and they were really excited about doing it in the classroom. They got very good at every time we walked out of the classroom giving it a high five and saying the word. So it is very good practice. The other thing that I have I'm asking people to do is use index cards to make kind of flashcards with these high frequency words. So I would, after I do my hand with the same high frequency word for the day, I would probably do both words. So two hands every day, and then I would do 2 index cards every day. So the And then we'll say the other word for the day was C. And so I would write C. Now, I wouldn't just make one card of each. I would have them practice writing it twice for each word. So I should have 2 the cards at the end and 2 C cards. You can use whatever you'd like to write. It's just kind of easier to see it at times if you use the marker. So I have the, C, C. So now, the first day that you do it, you really end up with just 2 words, 4 cards. You know, they can work as flashcards. There aren't really any games you can do the first day. But as you start to make more and more of these cards, so let's say the next day is it. So I'm going to write it twice. And then the next, and let's see, it's it and they, we'll say. Now, these are just example words. So now at the end of that day, now I have 8 cards. So we start getting into the possibility of being able to play some games. So you could play games like Go Fish. So I shuffle the cards, and I would get 2 cards. My partner would get 2 cards, and then I'd put the rest of the cards down in the middle, and I'd say, so I have, I already have the and the. I didn't do a very good job shuffling. So there's a match. I have the, and then you could have a paper, and you could practice writing the, when you get a match, you have to write the word down. And then I would get to draw. Does anyone have it? Well, my partner has it. Look at that. So then I could get my pair. I could write that down, write that word down. I get to go again. Do you have they? Nope, Go Fish. Oh, look at that. I pulled up they. Okay. So you get the idea. Just different ways to practice that. So that's one game you could play. You could also play a memory game. So you could lay the cards out on the ground. I'm going to move this so you can see. So they're laid out. Oops, sorry. Maybe. Am I going to figure this out? Okay. So they're laid out. So let's see. The and C. Oh, darn. The and, I remembered where that one was. The and the. Good job. They and it. Ah, darn. Other person's turn. They and they. Yay. So, you get the idea for a memory match game. Another good option. Oops, I think I flipped that over. Darn it. Sorry. Hopefully this is not too ridiculous on your computers. I'll have to check it out when I upload it. But, so that's another option. As you get more words, you could also do what we call high-frequency word sentences, which is something that we practiced at school as well, where you just have a paper, and then you use these words to make funny sentences. So I could say, they see the... I'm going to say see. So I wrote, they see the sea. Now I know this sea is not spelled correctly for ocean, but we talked about how even though, they can come close with some words that may not be spelled correctly or that may not be exactly right, but that way they can still come up with funny sentences while trying to practicing reading and writing these high frequency words. So that's another fun option. It works better the more words you have. So the best one to do when you only have 4 or 8 of the words made is probably the memory match game. So a couple of other options are to just read a book, and if the word was the, try to find the word the on a page as you're reading. Or doing a high frequency word scavenger hunt throughout the house. See what high frequency words they can find just around your house. So those are all high frequency word options. Hopefully, and I will continue to provide at least 2 high frequency words of the day every day. And at the very least, I would be making a hand of each and 2 cards of each word. So you should have 4 cards every day. That way, it'll allow you to play these other games. So hopefully that is helpful and gives you an idea of something you can do during that literacy time. And if you have any questions or need any materials. So I brought home tons and tons of construction paper. This is only one of the many that are in my garage currently. I brought home markers. I brought home index cards. So I am more than happy. The reason I brought it home was to either mail it or drop it off at people's houses if they need it. So please let me know if you need any supplies. Oh, I have scissors as well, glue sticks, a bunch of math supplies. So please let me know if you need any supplies for any of the stuff I'm asking you to do. I made sure that I brought as much of it home as I could. So I hopefully am not asking you to do anything that you can't get supplies for. So please let me know if you need help doing this, or if you have any other questions about how to do high frequency word work. And I will continue. I usually am trying to do 1 word from the kindergarten curriculum and 1 word from where we are in the 1st grade curriculum every day. You are welcome to supplement, and I will put online also a just kind of comprehensive list of all the high frequency words we work from that are kind of leveled. They're color coded from easiest to hardest, and hopefully that file will be fairly self-explanatory. So you're welcome to work from any of those things too. That just, I would limit it. I wouldn't do too many in any one day. You know, do little bit by little bit. We're not trying to overload anyone at any one time. This should be, you know, hopefully this is a manageable way to just keep working on words and have them around so that you're able to see them. So I hope you enjoyed the show of the dogs behind me, and I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, if you need anything else, if there's other videos you want me to do explaining how to do different things. Tomorrow's video will be explaining how to make some of our math stations, some of those math games that we talked about, or that I posted. So hopefully those will also be helpful for you, so that way you can play some math games at home. So once again, reach out if you need any kinds of supplies. I brought tons home so that I could deliver them or mail them. I'm happy to do whatever is easiest for you, whatever works best, whatever you're most comfortable with. But please let me know so that I can get you supplies if you don't have them. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Wash your hands. Enjoy this lovely weather out for the rest of today, which actually, sorry, you're going to see this video tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed the weather before it got cold and snowy again. So thank you. Have a great one. And stay safe, everyone. Bye.